everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Jasmine and today I'm doing a video all about my new tattoo. So you can probably see it there a little bit. I wore the only item of clothing that really shows it off properly, but that's my new tattoo and I got it done on Monday the 9th of May and it was a birthday present to me from my lovely boyfriend Chris. So basically my tattoo videos are pretty popular on YouTube, so I wanted to make another video talking about this new tattoo, answering some questions that I get about tattoos. Even though I do not claim to be an expert, like I literally only have 5 tattoos, but I guess a lot of people have a lot of questions, and given I do have some experience in that field, I'd like to answer them as best I can from my perspective. So I do have some other videos about my tattoos, I will link them down below so you can watch them at your leisure, but this video is just going to be about this one. So basically I knew I wanted another tattoo. I always want new tattoos. By the end of like my 20s I'm aiming to be completely covered, like I want to start on my legs next and things. And basically I was doing some research. I didn't really know where to get it, not sort of location wise because I knew that this was the tattoo that I wanted to get next, but I was starting to sort of look at artists' Instagram, have a little look around Bristol. I popped into a couple of tattoo shops in Bristol to find out what they were sort of doing, and I didn't really like the look of any for my personal style, so I ended up finding an artist in Bromley South. His name's Luke Ashley. He's a really friendly guy. He's got some amazing tattoos himself, like really intricate black work. It's totally up my street and it's definitely what I like as well. So I contacted him, I popped into the shop, I booked an appointment, put the deposit down, and I sent him the reference image. So the reference image I sent him was this, and I don't know how well you can see that, but that is the reference image I sent. So it's basically a hand, it's sort of traditional, and it's holding a rose and it's holding another sort of like bulb sort of thing. So obviously there were a couple of changes I wanted to make to that design. That wasn't the exact design I wanted, but I sent that over to him on Instagram. I slid in his DMs and he said that he'd come up with something, and sure enough he came up with something really beautiful. So this was the design he sent back to me. He sent it to me a couple of days before my actual appointment. So he drew up a new design for me and this is what that looks like. So it's a really delicate, the hand actually has nails on it, it looks a lot more feminine, it's got a lot more detail on the cuff, and I asked for a sprig of lavender as well. So he's given me that, and the rose is just a lot more sort of pretty compared to the other one, in my opinion anyway. And I wanted it in black and grey because colour's just not my thing. I like to be quite matchy and I wouldn't start dabbling in colour because I'm far too inconsistent for that. The only thing I wanted to say was that the ring he drew for me was a heart. And, you know, as girly as I like to think I am, I don't think a heart would have suited me, so I just said to him, is there any way we can change that? I'd really prefer such and such a thing. So we ended up going for a little coffin, which, don't get me wrong, I know that might sound really like gothic to a lot of my viewers and people on my blog, but I think that it's awesome and it's definitely much more my taste than a little love heart, but it's awesome because he managed to work that in for me and I'm really happy with the final design now. So the total cost of the tattoo was £140 for roughly 2 hours, 2.5 hours work I'd say. On my arm it didn't actually seem to be that painful. I mean, I've had tattoos on my ribs which apparently are a lot more painful. My sternum was definitely the most painful, but my arm was absolutely fine and, you know, no skin off my nose. But obviously tattoo pain is subjective and it's different for everyone, so just bear that in mind. It was a little bit tender around the leaves here because it's quite near like my armpit, so the skin's a little bit like, I don't know, it just felt a little bit tender around there. But pain wise I wouldn't say it was anything to worry about, especially if you've got other tattoos on your like trunk, because where the bones are and things, it's definitely pretty savage getting a tattoo on your sternum or like directly onto bone. So he's really friendly, we chatted the whole time, we sort of got to know each other a bit, and to be honest I think that he's going to be the artist that I go back to for a lot of my other work. I really like his traditional style, and I've seen a lot of his artwork on the walls while I was sitting there waiting and things. And yeah, I mean, it was just a really good positive experience and I'm really happy with it, and to be honest I'm really happy with the price as well because it's a lot bigger than I originally thought it would be, but it's so beautiful and it's really detailed, the shading's amazing, It's just a really, really beautiful piece of artwork that I've got on my skin forever now. So I've taken some pictures of this like more close up, and I'm going to be writing a blog post on that, which will probably already be up by the time I edit this video and put that up. So definitely go and check that out if you wanted to look at it in more detail. I can't really get it very well here at the moment, but I hope you guys like it. I'm certainly in love with it, and if you do have any more questions or comments that I didn't quite manage to cover, then do let me know and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. But apart from that, guys, I hope you're having an amazing day, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye!